this is hardware, man. There's no plan here.
So, John, I have this friend, Andy, and he has, he's not very Andy's not very handy.
Oh, okay.
But
Andy.
he has this drain spout that keeps dripping.
Okay.
So, what advice can you give him?
Where's it dripping? On a corner or in the middle?
Well, he's just like it's drip. He just hears us drip. That's all.
Well, it's probably in a corner. If it's in a corner, it's real easy to do. When they
corner of a house.
Yeah, in the corner of the roof.
Oh, yeah.
The drains come together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know a story about a drain. Well, let's fix this first. It's a good story. In any case, what happens is when the two are mitered together, the drains for the roof are mitered together. That means they come together in a corner-like way.
Yeah, the gutter.
Yeah, the gutter. In any case, what happens is very often the tar inside there, it's tar material, tar-like material, that keeps it from leaking, that breaks down in time, and the water just seeps through there, and it quite naturally just drips off the corner. Mm-hmm. But you can take care of that in a few ways. People have developed this chain thing where you can just hang a chain out of there, drill a hole in it, put a chain with a T that holds it in there. Mm-hmm. The water will just follow it down. Nice.
Outside of the drain?
Outside of the drain, or you can drop one right down the drain. And it's a little thinner one. But the pain in the ass of that is that leaves and so on and so forth, you got to really protect it from debris getting down there, because the chain will actually cause a problem by hanging it all.
How do you keep leaves from going down?
Well, you got these little jails. These little
leaf jails?
Yeah, chainmail things that just slot in there.
Those things that look like they go on the end of like drumsticks on a chicken.
Yeah. Those ones that chefs use.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's if you want to do the whole drain itself, there's a little cage you can tuck in there, and the water can come through, but no debris. So it's really very nice. But I really, there's a story.
Yeah, about a drain or a
drains in the 1920s were substantial. A drain was, you were capable. They were so substantial you could climb them. And I will tell you a tale. When I went to Europe that time on the freighter, Ireland, England, bought the motorcycle, rode the motorcycle from England to Brindisi, Italy. I got to Brindisi, Italy. I was waiting for a ferry boat to go to Greece. I didn't know where the hell this boat was going. So I met this delightful English girl. She was lovely, and she indicated a whole lot of interest in me.
Yeah, she liked Italians. She liked the English.
Yeah,
and he was like,
I'm half English and half Italian.
Perfect.
So, yeah, and she was all English. My mother was English, so I could relate. In any case, I really wanted to fuck her. She seemed to indicate that was reasonable behavior.
It was 1970.
It was 1970. The women had gotten the pill. There was no AIDS. There was no herpes. They would annex you. They would, come with me. We're going to fuck. It was the way it was. It was just simply the way it was. So this was interesting too. The ferry boat's going across, and then it was a night sea journey, right? And there was this huge room on this ferry boat with seats, nice, comfortable seats. But we're traveling all night long, and I'm saying to myself, why aren't any of these assholes lying on the floor and going to sleep? Why is nobody doing this? So I said, well, I'm going to do this. It was the most bizarre thing you can imagine. As soon as I rolled out my sleeping bag, the whole place hit the deck. Everybody. Somebody had to do it first, and it was me. Oh, sleeping bags, tents, everything. Just everybody hit the floor and went to sleep. To me, it's so mystifying that, there's no reason why I should be the dumb bastard that's the first one to hit the floor.
They're probably Germans, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be right.
Oh, I don't know.
In any case, so we got there, and me and Eileen Wright, who was just so right, and I was just so wrong. We get to Britain. We get to the island of Corfu. She says, "I'm going to hang out on the island of Corfu. You're going to come?" I said, "Yeah, shit, absolutely." But you know, I was stacked up. I had a pack on the motorcycle, so she couldn't ride with me. So she said, "Well, we're going to the youth hostel. We're going to get on this bus and go to the youth hostel." Fine, I said, "I'll follow the bus. It'll be easy." So the bus is winding its way through these beautiful hills, and I'm thinking about ancient Greek gods and all this other peculiarity and getting laid. Getting laid. So the bus stops at one place. And there's this nice patch of lawn, and I put my foot down on the motorcycle, and I start sliding down, 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 down. Upside down in a ditch. Somebody came and mowed the grass off, square in the ditch. I didn't know that. So now I'm upside down in this ditch, and I'm kind of laughing. Fortunately, it's a street bike, so there's not a pipe that would burn me. I'm upside down in the ditch, and off goes the bus. Jesus Christ. So I'm stuck there because my leg is trapped, so I work my way on. And then the thing is, the motorcycle is this way. So I gotta wrestle this beast. Fortunately, it was only 350 pounds. I have to wrestle this beast out of the ditch. And then I figured, well, I'm just gonna follow this road. Maybe it'll go to the youth hostel, maybe it won't. That's all I can do, but fortunately I went to the youth hostel. This is an epic adventure. What happened in this youth hostel is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. These things can't happen. So I was very smooth with this English girl, unlike, you know, my 24 years. I was not smooth. I was not, you know, but I was very, I had this intuitive feeling. If I didn't push myself on this woman, at some point she would come to me. What do you know? 2 days later, she starts grabbing my leg. "John, getting close, touching, this. I said, "Okay, now it's my time." So the youth hostel, at some point, they locked the whole thing down. So we go wandering out in the evening, and we go into this goat field, and we hug and we kiss and we fuck. And it was very nice and sweet. And delightful. And then I'm thinking, you know, we really got to get going because they close the youth hostel at 11 or whatever. So we go back to the place. And this old fortress, this building was built in the 20s, and it had huge oaken doors. And I'm going, fuck, we're locked out. I'm trying these doors, and I know there's the same doors on the back. So we go around the back, and I'm trying those doors, and those doors are locked up. They're locked from the inside. There's no way in this goddamn building. So being young and ridiculous, and there being a good full moon out, I happen to notice this drain pipe, a 1920s drain pipe, substantial. Not like the modern ones, that cheap aluminum trash. These things are heavy lead things, and I thought, there was a window open up there on the second floor. Didn't know where the hell it went. Didn't have a clue it was dark in there. So I thought, fuck it, I'll climb the drain pipe and go in the window, and maybe I can open the doors from the inside. Made sense. So I closed, and it went up really smoothly. But I go in the window and I fall right on a bed that's just inside the window. It's the women's side of this goddamn youth hostel. And this woman starts yelling at me. I don't know whether it was French or Spanish or Greek. I don't know what it was. And then I tumble onto the floor. And then there's different accents. There's some English, there's some Greek, there's some Spanish, there's some Italian, and these women are yelling, "What are you doing?" I'm crawling, how do you get out of here? How do you get out of here? Finally, some Irish, I think she was Irish, says, "The door is over there." The door, it wasn't Irish, it was English. "The door is over there." So I stumble towards this crack of light under the door. I get out of there, fucking stumbling, falling, crashing. So now I'm in the inside of the building. So I say, okay, now I can just go open one of these doors. Well, I try the main door. I can't get it open. I don't know how it's locked. I don't have a clue. Fortunately, the same setup was on the other side, and it had these posts that go into the ground. You know, they raced on the door and they just poke into the ground. I was able to open that and get the English girl in. Unfortunately, she had tried to climb the drain pipe, fallen, and twisted her ankle. And it just goes on. The hits just keep on coming.
Don't make them like they used to.
No, they don't.
Let me start with the question.
Yeah, we're gonna wait till that bus
Another
rolls
bus.
away.
Another bus. Hold. I'll say go when it's ready. Jesus Christ.
We should stop and do it again.
Jesus
Sorry.
Christ, Mallory.
All right, reset.